If the new year has you rethinking your relationship with alcohol, it can be hard to know where to start that recovery journey. I recently talked to Chris Reed, the founder of Northern Illinois Recovery Center, who shared his own experience and what it shapes how they do what they do.
Just like many others, I did not get recovery the first time. Right? It's often something that takes multiple attempts, and that was the case with me. I had been to an adolescent rehab, right? When I had issues when I was younger, and parents put me in multiple different programs. And it wasn't until that I found a program that I was surrounded with, other people who were going through the same things as me, and I really could understand and see how, applying these changes in their life, had positive impacts, and I started doing what they were doing, and fortunately, I was able to stay sober.
Yeah. I can only imagine it is good to have a support group around you, a team that is all working towards the same goal. But sometimes, especially in the winter, now we're inside, we tend to be closed off, we don't have that opportunity. How important is it to seek help from a group like Northern Illinois Recovery?
Yeah, for us at Northern Illinois Recovery, one of the things that is incredibly important is building valuable connections. And we do that in a variety of different ways. People who are in our housing programming, we do things like take people to the gym, outside recovery meetings, people do their own grocery shopping, facilitated by our staff, but really set up in a way that people can really participate in normal everyday life while going through the process of treatment.
Because it's important to figure out how you're going to live this new way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so that's part of the long-term difference that Northern Illinois Recovery offers?
I think that's one of the many things that separates us, right, from some other programs, and which is a big reason as to why we see a lot of success with people, coming through Northern Illinois Recovery, and really helping somebody establish the foundation that they need to live a life in long-term recovery. It's just really something that we do well.
And what can someone expect when they reach out to you? What can they expect?
Yeah, when somebody is calling us for help or questions, we have an admissions team that's primarily made up with people with some type of experience, right, in recovery. So you're speaking with somebody who's either gone through it or has navigated it. And we take an approach to where our goal is to really meet somebody where they're at. We create an individualized plan for pretty much everybody that reaches out to us. Recovery looks different for pretty much everybody. Addiction, alcoholism affects every walk of life, and the approach of treating that and meeting somebody where they're at it's different as well.
Definitely not one size fits all.
Yeah.
And for people that are looking at this as a resolution, it's the beginning of the year, 2022. You want to start off new. What would you tell them to expect when they come to you?
When you call Northern Illinois Recovery, you're going to get a conversation with somebody, and we're going to help identify what of the services that we offer can add value to somebody's life and help make the changes that they're looking to make. And it really starts off with just a simple screening and a conversation. So.
All right, for more information about Northern Illinois Recovery Center, you can get out your phone and scan the QR code that you see there on your screen. You can also visit their website or give them a call. Like Chris said, the first step is just making that call and letting them know you and your needs.
How to reach out for the help.
Yes.